meeting to order. Welcome, everyone. This is the first regular meeting in June 2019. Today's date is June 4th, and we're calling to order at 5 o'clock. Would you call the roll?
Yes, Mr. Genowine? Here. Mr. Mahoney? Here. Mr. Crandall?
Here.
Simcoe, here.
Pledge allegiance, please rise for that. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll move approval of the minutes for May 21st.
Second. Mr. Genowine?
I'm going to abstain, I was not present.
Mr. Mahoney? Yes. Mr. Crandall?
Yes. And I'm going to move up the additions or deletions to the agenda.
Yes, I have one addition and one deletion. The item number 5, executive sessions, both items we are going to delete. We will not need those tonight. And under administrator, I'm going to add a resolution for a request of a hearing on a liquor permit. And I'd also at this time like to introduce our replacement, Oliver Turner. He's been there now a week, and so he's doing a fine job, and I feel very comfortable. So,
Good.
Oliver.
Welcome aboard, Oliver. Oliver came from the city with basically 7-member commission. So I think he thought by coming to 3 trustees, that'd be easier. He's got a lot to learn.
Is he gonna learn?
Yeah. Anyway, you didn't have a strong mayor, did you?
No, not a strong mayor.
And looking forward to being on board, certainly,
Great.
but not a strong mayor.
So Oliver, I just was up in Thunder Bay last week fishing, and they're talking about how Sault Ste. Marie is going to be flooded. You didn't take this job because the flooding, you got an issue with all the partners in Sault Ste. Marie, do you, with the
No, but-
Superior watershed coming that way?
I did hear that they put that on me after I left, so.
Wait till Rob takes him around and shows him our drainage roads. I hope he didn't come from that.
Welcome.
Thanks, Oliver.
Yes.
Thank you very much. My
Glad to
pleasure.
have you on board.
Can't be someone else out there, so that will be if it gets flooded.
Okay, we'll move on to hearing of the public for agenda items.
Nobody signed in.
Okay, thank you. And we're to the Road Service Department.
Good evening. I just have one resolution on the agenda, 19-068. This is to approve the plan and advertise for bid the 2019 Sylvania Township OPWC Resurfacing and Drainage Project. We called it and drainage because there's a significant amount of drainage in the project. The plans and the title sheet are in the boardroom. This is an estimated like $1.4 million project, so.
I'll offer resolution, I don't have any questions.
Any questions, Jim? Okay.
I'll offer resolution 19068 to approve and plan and advertise for the 2019 Sylvania Township OPWC Resurfacing and Drainage Project.
Second.
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you, Rob. Administrator?
Thank you. My first resolution is a resolution to accept the renewal of the Ohio plan. This is the second year of the plan. I was pleasantly surprised, Jen and I had worked with Stapleton Insurance Agency, that the premium actually went down $218 over last year, and that's with a new fire engine and a new ambulance included, so it was
We better grab that before.
a pleasant surprise. He gave us I don't want to say warning, but as you know, we've had lots of floods, tornadoes, fires in California and that, and so it would not be unexpected for, it could be a bump in the next year or two in insurance rates to cover all these calamities that has been going across the United States this year and last year. So I request a resolution for that.
I'll move resolution 19067 to accept renewal from the Ohio plan for property casualty insurance.
Second?
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes,
Okay, and at this time, I'd like to do my add-on, resolution 19069, which I will then turn over to Mr. Turner and Chief Long on the request for a hearing on a liquor permit. Chief, why don't you start?
Good evening.
Good evening, Oliver.
As trustees are aware, the Ohio Division of Liquor Control periodically sends notices to legislative authorities regarding applications made for liquor license. Section 4303.26 of the Ohio Revised Code provides legislative authorities with the ability to request a hearing to be conducted by the Division of Liquor Control on the advisability of issuing such permits. As trustees are also aware, the Township recently received a notification from Liquor Control regarding a new liquor license application, which was made by Mr. Tommy T. Jones, 5201 Monroe Street, Unit 6 and 7. Based upon a review completed by the Police Department, Chief Long maintains concerns and would object to the issuance of a new liquor license to the applicant and is requesting that the Board of Trustees adopt the presented resolution.
Excuse me, Oliver.
Yes.
Sir, we'll call on you. We actually need your name and address, and then if you would, don't sign in now, but we'll follow you in order, and then if you would sign before you leave. Thank you, sir. Go ahead, Oliver, I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. The Chief is currently requesting, and I would request, that the Board of Trustees adopt the presented resolution on the dais, which in itself would request a hearing by the Division of Liquor Control on the advisability of permit issuance. It is important to note that this action would not represent a denial of the application. It would result in the Division of Liquor Control holding a hearing, preferably in the county seat, at which the Township and the applicant could present information regarding the issuance of the permit as requested. The Township must submit a request for a hearing to the Division of Liquor Control no later than June 14th. At this time, I would also invite Chief Long to speak on this matter, if it pleases the trustees.
Okay, thank you. Chief?
I know Mr. Jones and I have had some conversations here. We get the request from Lucas County, and we also get it from the Ohio Division of Liquor Control. Do we object or not to a permit? So therefore, we've got to check the background and everything else. In this case, in running the background, I have concerns that I think need to be brought to Liquor Control's attention before they make their decision. Again, this doesn't mean Mr. Jones never gets a liquor license. It just means I identified, in his background, concerns that I have, the Township has, that I think Liquor Control should be made aware of in terms of, criminal history and things like that. So that's what I explained to him. We aren't the final say whether you do or don't get the thing, but I would be remiss, the Township would be remiss, if we didn't make Ohio Department of Liquor Control aware. Here's the record, here's our concerns, I've got reports, different, I'm not going to say everything in public here right now, but, Mr. Turner has the staff reports and things to go through, but, so we have concerns. That's the bottom line, we have concerns. I think it's only right that the Ohio Department of Liquor Control sees these concerns before they make a decision.
Chief,
So we just ask for a hearing.
could you orient us, is the location on Monroe Street, or?
Yes,
I'm trying to picture.
5201 Monroe, it's kind of across from Bed Bath & Beyond. There's a little shopping center there, I think it was the Basin Street Grill or something.
Okay, I know exactly.
It's right in there, I believe, if I'm
The
correct.
other two
Yeah.
trustees, does that help you? I wasn't sure.
Yeah, that's where it is, yeah, just right behind there. I don't know if that's a magic word.
Any questions for the chief or the administrator? Okay, Mr. Jones, thank you for being patient.
Thank you,
Could you give us your, we've got your address.
Tommy T. Jones, 4680 Willow Drive. My business address is 5201 Monroe Street. My establishment is called Thomas Sports and Grill. It's a new family-friendly environmental place with multi-television screens that will be televising different sports. Kids such as 1 year old can attend up to the older age. I've been working in this location for about 8 months. I have no loans, no investments or anything. This is my hard-earned money that I work and save for. I spoke with Mr. Long, was it yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday, and had some questions for him because the Ohio Liquor Control basically said that they approved it. Mr. Long approved it originally. So now he's coming back to oppose his original approval. So I questioned him yesterday, why was he retracting his statement. He says that he took a look at my record, and within my record, I would go on the record and say, I'm not ashamed of anything that I've ever done in life. It's not no drugs, it's not guns, it's not no type of money laundering or anything like that. Me and my wife...
I don't think we need that.
Yeah, I'm just getting the backstory of it. Me and my wife, we're not together anymore, so she has a protection order, civil protection order through the domestic relation court. There was no charges brought for domestic violence or anything of that nature from either one of us. This is the thing that he's questioning. And he also said, well, your driving record. Okay, what's wrong with my driving record? Well, you have, multiple misdemeanors as far as tickets and things like that. Okay, I don't have any DUIs, I don't have OVIs or anything like that, so I've never had manslaughter or anything harming anyone on the road, so that shouldn't be an issue. So that's the question that I have in hand today. Why are you trying to block me from getting a liquor license, which my wife, my ex-wife, will come in right now in front of you guys and will not oppose to me starting my new business establishment. I don't have...
It's not our decision. We're just asking for a hearing.
I understand that. Again, I'm employing over 20 people. I have an HR department. I have 3 managers. I have 3 dishwashers, 3 cooks, 6 servers, and 3 bartenders. I have one guy who's a chef who's really well named. He's moving all the way from Columbus. How could I tell someone who has their whole family uprooting to come here that I can't even open my location due to past mistake that I've made? It's no drugs, it's no guns, it's no money laundering or anything like that. I don't think that should stop me from opening up the location. I'm bringing plenty of revenue to the place. I'm estimating to make over $720,000 a year. So I don't see why it would be an issue that I come to Sylvania. Give me a chance. If in a year and a half I'm not proven to you, then go ahead and deny it. But give me a chance. I don't have money to just keep sitting. I pay over $4,000 a month in rent, and I've been there for 8 months. And also, I have a lease for 5 years. What am I supposed to do?
Well, I think you understand the process. It's not our decision.
Yes.
They referred to
Not to
us.
cut you off again, sir.
No.
The liquor control, they do not oppose. They did a thorough background check, which is the FBI, way above his pay grade. So they don't oppose that. So if there was anything that would stop me from getting a liquor license, they don't pursue to this level. I wouldn't be standing in front of you guys if there was an issue with Ohio Liquors Commons. It wouldn't be an issue, and you can verify that yourself.
Well, no, I don't think we want to get into that. We're just asking for a hearing. You stated we're opposed. I don't think
that I need a hearing.
I think we're just doing our job, letting them know it's not our decision. Does the board agree with that? I mean, you said we were opposed. I don't know that I...
No, he did, and then also trustee.
I'm not sure of that.
Oh, I'm sorry. He had one of the administrators call me today, which they both were in the office together on speaker, which I guess he wanted to persuade his decision. I don't know, all of a sudden you want to change your decision. You already had the resources to check my background, which you approved it on the 24th of May. Why are you trying to change it now? You've already approved it. And he said, oh, I made a mistake. You're not a good fit for Sylvania. Who says things?
We haven't approved this.
Huh? Yes, it's already on record. He's approved it.
You know, if the state got ahead of themselves, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Get ahead of himself. If he said he approved it, it went to the county commissioner, and then you guys also, the trustee, have to sign on to it.
Okay.
He already approved it. So now he's getting the trustees to try to deny it.
Let me ask the chief to come up and respond. Is there anything else? Thomas, is there anything else?
Yes, after he speaks,
Okay, thank you.
As I told Mr. Jones and I told Mr. Zeigler and Mr. Turner, I did initially approve it mistakenly, and I admit my error. I wasn't sure the due diligence was done. Then when I found out it was, I'm like, oh, well, that was my mistake. So we still have until June 14th. That's when it was due by. So called the liquor commission, like, yeah, you can, we hadn't even submitted ours yet. Lucas County had, based on what I said. I talked to her today and just said, hey, we're going to express our concerns over these issues. It was my mistake, so.
Did this matter come before us? We see these all the time.
No, this is the first time it's ever been.
His mistake was internal.
It was just internal one.
I got you.
Yeah, Lucas County said, do you object? And I mistakenly told them no.
Okay.
Lucas County, that's where that part. And I
Well, it wasn't
explained that to Mr. Jones, it was a mistake on my part that if I make a mistake, I got to rectify
I
it.
think it was a mistake in saying that you're not fit for Sylvania.
Well, that, again,
Professionally profiled.
Sir,
He says
sir,
fit.
could you please not interrupt?
as I told Mr. Jones, I have concerns that I think we need to raise with liquor control. If liquor control in the end, as I said before, if they hear him, they make their decision, he can say his piece, we say ours, and if they give him license, then
Well, we're asking, if I
we're just asking for a hearing.
if I say something wrong, correct me.
Yeah.
But we're asking for a hearing, we're not saying we're opposed.
No, I say we need a hearing because I want to be sure liquor control hears our concerns, my concerns, and if they hear them, they hear his, and they make the decision, we abide by whatever that
But
decision
they
is.
wouldn't come back to our board again, would they,
No.
like Mr. Jones?
No, as if he's saying the protection order, that does not classify as a denial to the Ohio liquor control.
Well, it's not our...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go into his personal, the record up here on the public.
How long does the process take? Like, how long will this hearing, when will this hearing be heard, and...
Did he tell us
I think
exactly
This
how?
will take weeks, and I'm sitting.
Sir, please don't interrupt. I'll call on you and I'll give you a chance to respond. Thank you.
When we spoke with the legal counsel with the Liquor Control Division, they indicated the hearing would likely happen toward the end of summer.
So there will be a time delay here, I guess. I didn't think it would be that long.
And it's one that they do, we don't have to go to Columbus, we would do it here, and they would have a hearing officer via a video conference. And so everyone can stay here.
Well, I can understand this is an unexpected delay. I personally get that part. Doesn't mean I'm for or against it, but I can understand Mr. Jones's concern. Do you have any comment, John? Mr. Genlin?
No, I like you, I mean, a couple things. Obviously, you started long before you had the permit, if we were only in the process of doing it, and that's unfortunate. But is there anything we can do to speed this up so we can have some sort of, decision in 30 days or something to be fair to him?
I could call and contact back tomorrow with the liquor control and see.
If we can be expedited, I don't know,
Especially if we're willing to do a video conference, I mean,
but their earliest,
yeah.
We're kind of at their mercy, so.
And I think you should make it clear to them that we've asked for a hearing, but we're not giving them an opinion. That's their decision.
And I understand.
Is the board comfortable with
Appreciate your
that?
guys' concern, but I'm literally bringing revenue to your township. And again, if I'm sitting paying rent at this location, I don't have any, I'm broke, like seriously. This is what I say, I don't have no loan, I don't have any rent from your township. Like this is all my money. I'll close before you know, to be honest. Like if I wait 2 more months, I literally won't even make it.
Is the board comfortable if we have the staff see if they can expedite this? And would the staff get back to Mr. Jones? I'm a little concerned.
Giving me a chance for a year. And then
Well, when you tell me the end of summer, boy, that seems unduly long to myself. How do you two feel?
Yeah, I think there's a hardship thing. Maybe you can convince the state to take a look at it quickly, strictly by hardship, because this poor guy's bleeding.
Right. I understand it, Chief, you're doing your job, but I can see Mr. Jones is kind of caught in the middle here.
I understand.
we'll be on the phone tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll try, I can call that, you won't call the gentleman.
Again, we want it expedited.
And most importantly, would you get back with Mr. Jones?
Yeah, no problem.
And then keep us informed, so, my concern isn't so much with the liquor permit as it is the time delay here. If we could expedite that.
Right.
I don't think we need a reso, do you, for this? Oh, no, we do, that's right, we
have to the 14th.
Yeah, I see that.
If you want to,
We got
a special meeting, I mean,
I'm sorry, John, I get it now. So,
You could always try to withdraw it if you needed to, if you felt
by special meeting.
good information.
well, I'm sorry, Mr. Jones, but I'll move resolution 19069 to request for a complete hearing for the issuance of a new liquor permit by the Ohio Division of Electric Control to Tommy Jones, 5201 Monroe Street, Unit 6 and 7. But I would add the understanding that the staff's going to get on this and see if this can be expedited.
Correct.
Second?
Call the roll, Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. And let's hope we can get back to you and get this thing moving. And we appreciate you coming into Sylvania Township. And if you would, sign the sheet there. Guess he's not going to sign the sheet. Okay.
That's all I have. The next item is hearing of the public, and nobody signed in for non-agenda items.
Any discussion or further reports?
Well, I could,
No, Dave.
oh, okay.
Sing and dance.
I said the new administrator did a good job. Dave doesn't have anything to do with the agenda.
It's like, I'm gonna
Make a motion to adjourn. There you go. 5:20.
Okay. Second?
Mr. Genowine?
Yes.
Mr. Mahoney?
Yes.
Mr. Crandall?
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.